Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of That's What She Said. I am very, very excited. Today, we are joined with the beautiful and wonderful Houda Chami.
Thank you.
Or check her out on Instagram, Houda Chami Official. And we are so excited to talk to you today. I'm excited to learn a lot about your company that you have. So I think a good way to start is kind of introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about what that is.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. First of all, thank you for having me.
Thank
it means
you for
a lot.
coming.
I feel so special.
Oh my gosh. And first podcast ever, by the way.
Yes.
Going to crush it. So we're very excited to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So my name is Houda. I am an entrepreneur and the founder of Girls Power Network. It's an empowering women networking community exclusively for women in business for the purpose to unite, connect, help, and support, and also celebrate the achievement of women. Yeah. So we offer networking events. We organize events for women to connect, expand their network, and collaborate with each other. And we also offer an online forum for them to chat, talk, stay connected, and promote their business and services online, and also like to increase their visibility.
Wow.
So, and so much more. So to learn more, if you're interested in becoming a member, just visit my website, www.girlspowernetwork.com. So what's special about Girls Power Network is that you can, it's a sisterhood community, So you can meet women from all around the world.
Wow.
For example, you go to France, and you need help, for example. You will know that there is a sister somewhere there to help you.
I love that. Yeah. So, yeah. Girls, I mean, that's the best part about like something like that is like girls supporting girls, helping each other be successful. I think that is such a cool thing that you've created.
Thank you.
And especially, I mean, like being worldwide and stuff and people wanting to expand their business or when they travel to do things. I think that that's really cool because a lot of people, I think, don't know where to start when it comes to things like that. Like if I was, in my business and I'm going to France, I'm like, I don't know anyone here, or I don't know the language or how to get started on things. So I think that's really, really cool.
Girl, when I came here, I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I came here 9 years ago. Wow. I have no family here in the States. Yeah. Nobody. I came here on my own. And I wish back in the days I had a friend. I knew someone to help me, So
is that kind of what inspired, like, is that what kind of made you start that? Is that experience that you had?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I bet. Because that has to be the hardest thing is going to a new place where you don't know anyone. I mean, when I moved here, I'm from Oregon, so I'm right above. Yeah. I'm like, and that was so scary to me. And that was, I still moving here knew people. And so I can't imagine how scary that would be to kind of like throw yourself into this new place and, just take on the world, especially here in California and Los Angeles area. I think that this is a tough business world to be in. Yeah.
So I'm originally from Morocco.
Yeah.
So it's so funny, like my story, how I ended up here. Yeah. But when I came here, I found my freedom. I found the freedom to be who I always wanted to be and to create myself for the first time. So that's why I loved it. And I came here originally to study.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh. And then I met the love of my life and I ended up staying here.
I
didn't know that about me.
No, I didn't know that.
Surprise.
Oh my gosh. So how long ago was that?
5. So I met him 5 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
And was he? Did you meet in school or anything like that?
I was in PJs. I met him at a restaurant. I met him at Tatsu Ramen.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was there.
My God.
Yeah, girl, I was there with my girlfriend, and he came. It was on a Friday, and he came, and he asked for my phone number. and I didn't want to give it to him. And my girlfriend gave him my phone number.
Did
Wow.
She's like,
did.
oh, she wants
Wow.
Yeah, she did.
My God.
Oh my gosh. I bet at the time you're like to your friend, like, what? And now you're like, oh shoot, I kind of owe you, girl.
You know, I remember that night I came back home with her and she was like, Houda, can you imagine you marrying this guy? And I was like, so Houda, I was like, no way, no chance I'll marry this guy. And I ended up married.
Oh my
like years later. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, like, that's so romantic. Like, he sees you across in your PJs. He's like,
Yeah.
I have to. I love
He
that.
walked to his car and he was like, oh, if I don't get her phone number, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life.
Oh my
And he
God.
came back and asked for my phone number.
Wow. That is
You
so
know,
sweet.
At that time, I was not into like dating. I was going
Yeah.
through a lot. You know, I was actually very depressed. I was, you know, and so I didn't want to date or anything.
Right.
But, you know, you never know when you meet your person, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, if it's the right person, anytime can be the right time.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So you said 9 years ago you came from Morocco, and you just haven't left since, because I mean, you met the love of your life. And how long ago did you start the company?
So the company is very fresh. I started in February. I got the idea on Valentine's Day. I call it Galentine's Day. This is where I got the
cute.
Yeah. So I was sitting on the couch, and you know, I have this WhatsApp group where like I was chatting with my girlfriends, and I was like, oh, I wish all my girlfriends knew each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I started adding them, and they started adding their girlfriends. And I was like, wait, what if like I create a community? Like, you know?
Yeah.
And this is how it started.
Wow. Wait, that is so cute. Okay,
Yeah.
dude, Galentine's days are the
Galentine's
best.
Day.
That's what I've heard.
Like,
Obviously, I
you
can-
wouldn't know, but Galentine's
I wouldn't know.
days.
I wouldn't know.
I love Galentine's days. Okay, so that is, I didn't realize it was so fresh. Wow. So you guys are moving fast then. If that was so
Yeah.
recent, that is amazing.
So I had my opening a few months ago, and we're doing the next event in September.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to do an event now because everyone is out of town because of the summer.
Summer
you
and
know?
vacation time.
Yeah. So the next one is going to be a wellness event. So I'm collaborating with my girlfriend, and it's going to be great. So
That'll be fun. I love that.
I wish you can come. Are you
Yeah.
going to come?
Yeah, I'll never say no to that. Girls and wellness, you can count me in on that.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I did something. Gosh, how long ago was girls' night?
Didn't you do like two of them, or you were going to
I was going
do-
to, and then it just got hectic.
So the second
and
one didn't happen. The first one you did, I think, was
2 years,
2 years ago?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I did one event,
Okay.
and it was just all the girls in this like gaming space, because we're surrounded by a lot of guys, and you know they tend to be, you know, leading in this industry. And I was like, let's do something for us girls. And so I just hosted a little mini night that was they all came over, and we had like a sushi chef come.
Ooh.
And then, you know, like Aloe, the yoga.
I mean, girl, who doesn't
I know.
I'm a fan of Aloe.
I love Aloe.
When I walk in the store, I'm scared because I know I'm going to spend so much money.
So much money. No, are they not the best though? I
are,
love
they
Aloe. So they came to the event, and they did a sound bath
Okay.
where we did like we sat on yoga mats and like relaxed and stuff. And it was just so fun to kind of get all these girls together and have them support each other,
Yeah.
you know, especially because we don't do that often. So I think having a whole kind of company built around, you know, whether it's events like that or these women building each other up, and I think that is just so cool that you've started that, and already, I mean, so
Thank
successful.
you.
Like, you're just starting. That's mind blowing to me. I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, I wonder how long this company's been around, but
Yeah.
very fresh. So
Thank you.
yes, of course.
Producer Wex here. Sorry to interrupt your podcast, but we have a special announcement for an event that's coming very soon.
If you could have one perfect day, what would it be? Well, picture this. I'm hanging out with the entire 100 Thieves community. We get to hang out with the 100T Valorant team. They're all so cool, and they like me a lot. My best friend Fusli is also there. We'd all get new 100 Thieves apparel and high ground keyboards. What's more perfect than that? We'd refresh with a brand new Juvie flavor. Ooh yeah, this one hits the spot. Fusli is there too. Not to mention, there'd be a surprise from AT&T. We'd live stream with our Valorant team and some of my faves from 88 Rising. And Fusli is there too. But you know what would be the most perfect part of it all? If Fusli was there, obviously. But mostly, I want to watch you hit Radiant. Again.
Let's do it.
Fun fact for the viewers, when we were talking right before this, I learned that Alex speaks French.
I don't know how you didn't know that.
You have never told me. Where would I?
I've known you for how long, Brooke? Since you've been here?
4 years?
So like 4 years?
Surprise!
they started speaking French to each other, and I was like,
Yeah.
Alex, where is this coming from?
Childhood. From childhood.
Wow. So you speak, I mean,
So I speak French.
yeah.
And I speak, obviously, English.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of Hebrew. Can read and write in Hebrew. Conversation, I've been to Israel twice. And so like right around, I think like when I was in like 8th grade or something, that's when I could speak pretty darn well. And then I kind of lost it because I just didn't, I wasn't around that as much. But French, I'm always talking with my family, obviously more with my mom, but my dad can speak it as well. So
Wow.
Yeah.
And you speak French, you said French, English, and
Arabic, I think.
Arabic. Yeah.
Wow. We were talking about earlier, I'm like, I took Spanish in high school. I'm like, it's so interesting when people, come here. It's like, I wish that it was just the norm, because it really is all over the world to speak multiple languages. And I'm like, we suck. I'm like,
Do you know anything in French?
No.
You probably know. You probably know some of like the little things that cross over. Like,
I mean, I know like
bon appetit.
Oh,
Everybody knows bon appetit.
Yeah, I watched like Ratatouille. Yeah.
Bonjour. Like,
Like I know.
You know.
Well, and I have a couple friends
I
that
watched
are
Ratatouille.
I watched Ratatouille once. Well, I have some friends that are Canadian, and so they speak a lot of French.
The Québécois.
Yeah.
That's a good Quebec. People from Quebec.
They have a very cool accent.
Yeah. Yeah, I can pick up like, I know like certain things, but there's by no means am I able to even say probably a full sentence. So, but I did try the like Duolingo like for like 5 days, but then I quit.
That's what I've been using Duolingo for Spanish. Although I heard there was another one that's a little bit better.
Oh.
Because like Duolingo's good, but like I think it's a little bit difficult to do the conversation.
Yeah, you're just like
You have
learning
to do,
like
like,
what
a
the
lot.
words kind
And
of
it's
are.
always better just to be with other people who
of
speak it
course.
too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for you, like, are there a lot of other people here, like your friends who can speak French with you, or is it just
Yeah.
okay? So
that's nice. You can be,
Nice.
just kind of.
Yeah, it's very important when you learn a language to always practice. If you don't practice,
yeah, you lose it.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah. Well, because when I was, when I learned Spanish, they actually took our high school class. We went down to Oaxaca, Mexico for 10 days, and we could only speak Spanish down there. It was like a part of like our class thing was like, even when it's just us in the house, you're speaking only Spanish. And I was fine when I was down there, but I mean, it's crazy that you can lose it that fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the one thing I'm like, I really wish that I would have kept going with that. But
Yeah, my mom, we would, because even though we speak it in the house, though, you'll see with a lot of, I feel like with a lot of native speakers or even people who speak French or Spanish at home, that they'll take the class, but they won't be as good as like at writing it or whatever.
Right.
'Cause
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
no.
doing it that much, depending.
No.
So like for my mom always wanted to reinforce being like, okay, French, we'll even do it at home. So we had these like old computer games where we would have to speak in French to this like really terrible microphone, and it would be like beginner or native speaker, and it would like go back and forth. And like my mom's would never go to native, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Like this
She
thing
speaks
is
like 9 languages, but it was an old cheap game. But those were always it was always a lot of fun.
Oh wow, yeah. That's like.
I just don't. I wish I had more people I could speak French with here.
Yeah,
because that's my problem. Like it's a lot of some friends who can speak Spanish as well, but I'm only speaking it with my mom, really. Well, and then now the baby, I guess. So that's actually, it's helping me because I'm speaking more to, my baby than.
Yeah. Well, something that was interesting too is like, I don't see like a lot of babies like learning languages by any means, but one that I see is really common with like when my cousins have their kids or my friends have kids is they're teaching kids sign language a lot now, like babies, like, which I was like, what? But like my friends' kids will be like, more. And I'm like, what? Your kid's like signing before they're talking. It's just really cool to see that's becoming kind of like a big part of the, I guess, baby culture.
Baby
the
culture,
baby culture right now.
You know, when I came here, my English was not good at all.
Yeah.
No, I was practicing with Uber drivers.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
cool,
smart.
Though. That's smart.
So smart and cheaper than Duolingo.
That is a way. I was gonna say you probably saved a lot of money. So yeah, save some money. Hop in an Uber.
I couldn't practice with my friends at school. They were all international students.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So did most of you guys at school like speak French, or was it kind of just a bunch of everything?
Oh, so when I came here, I already have a business administration degree, bachelor back home. When I came here, I had to study. So I went to cosmetology school. I have a cosmetology license.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's great.
So I went to Santa Monica College for cosmetology.
Cool.
So, and all of my friends that were international, so
yeah,
I couldn't really
not much practicing.
No.
Oh my gosh! So how did you like cosmetology school? And is that what you kind of still do a lot of?
I am really good at hairstyling. Oh, I love that. That's a skill that I have.
Oh my gosh,
really good.
That is a skill I don't have.
Yeah, I used to do a bridal hairstyle. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I'm thinking to come back to it because I really like it. It's fun for me.
Right. And you're like passionate about that and stuff. Wow. Because it's always, obviously you're busy with, your company and things like that, but it's kind of fun to do your job where it's your passion and you have so much fun and you love it. So maybe go back to, here and there, do a few little fun.
I have so many skills. I also like to I design clothing. I used to own a shoe company.
Oh,
like so many things about me. Yeah.
Balga?
Oh my gosh.
Balga. Yeah. I used to own
really
some Moroccan
cool.
craft that I modernized. Yes. And
oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah, if
so,
you haven't seen them, you should look at the shoes.
Yeah.
They're pretty incredible because it's inspired. Everything's Moroccan inspired.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I used to sell them here. But then, with COVID, I just stopped.
Oh, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
COVID really just kind of halted everything at once, I feel like.
You also did like pet stuff, right? Lots of pets, like salon.
You know what? I was about to sign a lease I was going to open a grooming salon.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I was. That like space next to Uncle Bernie's on Ventura? I was going to sign that lease.
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
Was that like right when COVID was?
Yeah. I learned everything about the grooming business. I have a dog. I love my dog so much. I love my dog more than anything else in the world.
What type of dog is it?
A Bichon Poodle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have a Bichon Shih Tzu mix growing up, and he was so fluffy. But I just got we were told that she was a toy poodle. But so we were expecting her to be like 8-9 pounds.
Yeah.
And she just hit 6 months and she is 2.6 pounds. So she's just about this big. The sweetest little cutest girl, and her name is Peanut.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I feel like during COVID, did you get yours during COVID?
We just got her like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So she's puppy right now.
Everyone got a dog during COVID.
Yeah.
My dog is a COVID dog.
Oh, it does. I heard that because like my sister got her pets like around then, and then my friends got their dogs, and now they like have separation anxiety. They're like, because everyone has to go back to work, and it's like, hold on a second. You're supposed to stay here all day with me, which is, I mean, for me, is really nice because my boyfriend and I, we work at home on our computer, so we're there all day with her. But I just, oh my God, it would just break my heart to leave her all day.
I know.
They're just the best.
They are. You know, my dog actually is my hero. During COVID, I was going through like a really bad phase. I suffer from anxiety, extreme anxiety. And I was suffering from depression. Yeah. And my dog helped me a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Helped me a lot.
I completely I've been on my anxiety medicine since I was 15 years old. I've struggled with a lot of that growing up and continued when, once I moved out here. And that was the number one thing that my therapist kept telling me was get a dog. And that I was like, oh, I can't, I'm busy, or my boyfriend's allergic. So it was hard. We couldn't just get like, he had to make sure he was allergic and all this stuff. And it has been the best thing for my mental health. I mean, you always hear, oh no, it'll help so much, but it really, just having your little,
changed your whole life.
It really does. I mean, she's like the best medicine ever. I just love her. Yeah.
Before I got a dog, I used to look at all these dog people. I was like, oh my God, they're so crazy.
I'm one of them.
I'm like, what?
I know.
And now that I have a dog, I'm crazy about my dog. If I'm more crazy.
I 100%. My friends would have like a birthday party for their dog. I'm like, oh my God. And now I'm like, well, Peanut just turned 6 months. Maybe she should have a little treat for her half birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was the same way. I'm like, oh my gosh. Or we would go out, and Matt and Haley, my old roommates, we'd be out and they'd say, well, we got to go home, the dogs. I'm like, they're still going to be there when you get
Exactly.
what? I'm like, you don't need to go home there. And they have two. I'm like, they can entertain each other. They're fine. And now I get it. I'm like, my friends will be like, come out. I was like, oh, my dog.
Or you have to leave early and you're like, why are you leaving early? It's like, my dog.
My dog. I can't even, I don't even get out half the time now because I'm like.
Do you have cameras? Do you guys use any like pet cameras?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have to watch him. I don't trust him at all.
I want to get, I think they used to have one that they have the little camera and obviously you can keep an eye on them, but then you can talk through it, right?
Yes.
And then you can dispense a treat.
I didn't know that one.
There's and now you gotta get it.
Well, they have it, and it can also roll. So like it can like.
So I can follow her around
Yes.
the room.
I
or
have
they
that
play
one.
with it.
I have that camera.
Oh, they play with it.
Yeah.
Imagine you could like control and just like chase.
No, you can.
around. Oh, you can control it. Oh.
I wouldn't do the treat one because
Next thing you know.
I know. I'm like, I was like, I'd be like, but look how cute she looks. Okay, have a treat. She's just cute. Oh, give her a treat for being cute. I know. I think you're supposed to be like, sit like through the microphone, but I would just.
My dog just goes crazy if I talk through it, so I just watch and just make sure like everything is good. Because he's usually good. He's a French bulldog. And he's not the type that you leave him alone and come back and your couch is all ripped up or whatever. Yeah. He's very good in that way, but he's just not good with other dogs because I got him pre-COVID, before COVID, but we didn't get to have him be around other dogs as much during COVID. So that was like 2 years or so. So he's like, he's great with people, but with other dogs, it's like, we can't.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I want to be alone.
Yeah, right.
Or I want to be with people.
But not these other dogs.
But at least he doesn't tear up anything. Even if I left like tissue paper on the ground and I left, he wouldn't touch it. But he's not good with other dogs. So it's like, it's a good balance.
Oh, Peanut would eat that in 2 seconds. And she's so, I'm like, you're so small. You can't be eating all of these things on the floor. And so, Oh, that girl. She does not leave my sight.
They know how to manipulate us.
They, yes.
See those eyes? They give us like those little eyes. Like
They do. And we're like still like kind of potty training her. And we'll take her out and she won't go. And Mason will bring her back upstairs. And the second he leaves the room, she goes down on the carpet and pees. I'm like, you know what you're doing. Then he comes back in, no, oh my gosh. And then he picks her up. I'm like, she is doing this on purpose. I'm like, she knows what she's doing.
oh yeah, they
Because
know.
she used to be like completely would either go outside or on her training potty pad. And I don't know if she's in her teenage years or what. She is being rebellious and just going wherever she pleases now, including on my comforter yesterday. So
You will have to replace a lot of things.
oh, I'm learning that. I just before I got her, I ordered a bunch of furniture because I knew we were moving, and very expensive. And I'm regretting the fancy rug that I bought is now. We laid it out, and we have to roll it under the bed at night because she'll go and chew on it and pull it.
That's the one thing. My dog is good potty trained, but there's like a rug that came with our place.
Oh yeah.
That if we're gone,
Ooh.
he'll always go for it. So then we have the, you know, like the potty, the pads
Yeah.
you put down.
Yeah.
So then like the whole rug is just covered with those
Oh
pads
my
when
gosh.
we go. It's just like anywhere we go with the dog, we always have the pads
You have to.
if we're going indoors and staying.
I feel it. Yeah. No, I love. This is the first time I've had a dog that's mine and not like my family's dog that all of us share. So it's just been so fun.
It's part of the deal, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get the good, but you get the bad as well. You definitely get the bad as well. So you have, how old's your puppy?
3.5.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so cute.
So spoiled.
So spoiled.
So spoiled.
Oh my gosh. Is it a boy or girl?
Boy.
It's a boy. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. You just have to. I'm like trying to debate if I like get clothes for Peanut. Just, do you ever dress him up?
He's very cute.
I want to get like little bows for her ears and like a little cute. They have those little dog safe, like, how cute would Peanut look like that? Come on.
Very cute. Do they make them that small though? Peanut can wear like doll clothes.
Yeah, she could wear like, she could fit into like doll clothes. She's very, very small.
Do you carry her? Would you like?
Oh,
do you-
yeah.
Okay.
I'll just put her in my
bag,
purse.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. We just go around town. She'll be hanging out in the purse, and she just sits there and minds her business. She's very good, except when she sees another dog. She likes to think she's a lot bigger than she is.
Oh, where did you get her?
We got her from a breeder, and we were supposed to have, I think they send like puppies home like anywhere from like 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah.
When they can be separated from their mom. And we didn't get her until she was like 13, almost 14 weeks, because the people who were supposed to get her like had like a family emergency and lost someone in their family.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have anyone on the backup list. And so they just like listed her on like, what are those sites?
What for like to
like
buy?
like the pet finder or like
Pet
whatever,
Finder?
because they didn't have anyone on their backup list for it. And so we saw her and we're like, well, let's just go look. And then
You fell in love.
when I was in Oregon visiting my family, and Mason went to look at her and FaceTimed me, and I was like, oh, she's
Yeah.
perfect. She's all this stuff. And he's like, okay, well, when you get home, we can come back and maybe look at her. And I was like, okay. And then 30 minutes later, he FaceTimes me again. He's like, I'm in PetSmart. I'm just going to go get her.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
like-
yes.
I'm not going anywhere without her.
No,
Yeah.
it was love at first sight.
I mean, they're all so cute when they're puppies.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
So freaking
Yeah.
adorable. So I'm very happy, and she really truly has, I think, helped with. My therapist was even like, I can see a difference, like in how your anxiety is, and how I think she just really is like the ultimate like medicine for me. So it's been, especially being for me, a big part of my anxiety comes from, my work and, being online and things like that. And so it's just been just an overall positive that I'm really happy Yeah, I'm happy to
amazing.
have her. Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. I think that it's really not discussed enough either, all the stigma around anxiety, depression, and things like that. I think everyone's like, oh gosh, like, sorry. But I think it's just so important to talk about things like that.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
Because you need to feel that understood. You need to feel that there are other people going through the same thing that you're going through. It's very important.
Absolutely. Because you can feel so alone going through those things. And so I think that's why it's so important, especially like I'm very open about my mental health because I know that I have an audience and I know that like I don't want anyone to feel how I used to feel like I am alone or no one else is going through this. So I think it just really is a very important topic to really be open about and talk about and support, especially us other girls, support each other through it and things like that. Men, because I think also is not talked about, you have to hide your emotions or, things like that. I think that we could all just really benefit from.
We could all go watch the Barbie movie. That's my 2 thumbs up for the Barbie.
I haven't either. I want to see it so bad.
I have.
It's sold out. Like every time I'm trying to get seats.
It's a big move. It's gonna hit $1 billion, I think, this weekend probably.
Wow. Well, Mason was like the other night. He was like, "Do you want to go see Barbie?" I was like, "Well, when?" He's like, "Tonight." And I said, "Where you think you're just gonna go and get a ticket right now?" He wasn't thinking through. And he's like, "Oh no, they say they have seats." So he clicks on it. It's like the very front row.
No.
He like directly up.
No. You
and
gotta
people dress up for it.
I want to dress up. I'm like,
Me too.
Hold on.
I did dress up.
Did you wear
my
pink?
fiance? I did. I wore a pink hat, white shirt, pink like shorts, and then I can't remember my shoes. But then, my fiance went like all pink bow and everything. And it was crazy.
That.
It was everybody, guys, girls, everybody was in there, and it was packed. Like I felt like a Marvel movie, like going to a Marvel movie, and just like how much everybody was into it, and it was great. Yeah, honestly, it was really,
you liked
really,
it?
yeah. I didn't know how they were gonna do it, but they made it work, and it was so good.
I was talking to Mason, and I was like, "Well, we want to go see Barbie." A group of us wanted to see it, and he's like, "Well, you guys can go see it." I was like, "You don't want to see Barbie? Like what?" And he thought it was like a kids movie. He thought it was like, like how they have like the kids
like
Barbie shows
animated.
and stuff. He was like, "I don't really want to see it," and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "It's a kids movie." I was like, "What?" I was like, "No, it's not." But he was convinced that it was like for kids. I was like, "No." Did you see Oppenheimer?
No, I did not. I have not yet. I have very limited times of choosing when to go to the movies because of a baby.
Yeah, that's good.
Whenever we're free, that was the first one she wanted to see. So you got to go. A fiance,
it's very smart.
Runs the house.
That's right.
We're going. Not that I didn't want to see it. I did, but whichever order.
But it's her pick first.
But yeah, it's her pick first. It's her pick first.
That's very smart.
Did you guys hear about the Barbie mansion in Malibu that you can rent on Airbnb?
Yes.
No, what? There's a Barbie mansion?
They have a Barbie mansion.
Yeah, they did it all pink. They have like the toys like in the backyard, and they put it on Airbnb, and you can just go and like stay in it. And
I don't think it's open yet, but
I wonder how much it is.
It's gonna have a wait. It'll have like a wait list probably.
I'm sure. I mean, it's probably gonna be so expensive. But I saw that picture. It's so cute. I'm like, I just want my house to look like this one day.
Yeah.
I'm very much a Barbie girl. My first ever car that I got when I was like 16 was a hot pink Mini Cooper.
What?
Yes. It was so cute, and I had my dog, and he'd stick his head out the window, and I would drive around town. It was so cute. It was my favorite car. But yeah, we've told this story before. I forgot to change the oil, so it blew up. I guess that's something you're supposed to do with cars. I don't know.
Oh my God.
My dad was not happy about that one.
I'm sure.
No. But I do want to see, I do kind of want to go and see Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day.
So suggestions of which to see first.
Barbie. People were saying that Oppenheimer is like you're
too depressed.
You're gonna be like too.
But also think about it. It's a 3-hour movie. I don't want to do it the same day. It's 4,
much.
almost 5 hours of movies. You're gonna come out like.
I do the Lord of the Rings marathon.
It's
What do
too
you
much.
mean?
No, but that's different. That's different. Also, you're watching that at home. So at home, you're like, oh, I'll take a pause and whatever. It's the movie theater, and people are watching on IMAX. So your ears too, because Oppenheimer, like they're like, the explosion. You're like,
People,
you know.
people were getting on their Apple Watches. They were like loud noise warning. If
Yeah,
you
they were
were
gonna have
if you were
heart attacks.
around this level of volume for 30 more minutes, you can do ear damage. Like I was
Yeah.
like,
This
oh, wow.
Barbie has ear damage.
This Barbie has ear damage. Keep in mind, okay, that was for Oppenheimer, not Barbie, everyone. Barbie's getting crazy.
Yeah, I had to do it separately.
That's okay. That's, you know what? That's fair. But people did say that they saw Oppenheimer first and then Barbie, and they were just like thinking about Oppenheimer the whole time during the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of got to spread it out a little bit, I guess. But
I got a quick question. We haven't really talked about like the fashion. And I know that you're huge into fashion. I know, Brooke, you're huge into fashion
love
too.
fashion,
You went to the New York Fashion or
What?
yeah.
Fashion Week.
Yeah, I did fashion. I did New York Fashion Week.
You
the
did
last
twice,
2 years,
right?
Yeah.
2 years.
Last 2 years. So it was just the best.
Wait, so you design clothes?
No. I just go and just like brands will like for the shows like to sit and watch, but just don't no. No. I'm not. No, I just like. I think that fashion is so cool, and I love to go and see it and, you know, see what people create. I think is so amazing. But no, I'm not talented like that, like you are. So when did you start kind of, I mean, did you design clothes and things like that?
I do. So as I said before, I used to design
the shoes,
right? Moroccan craft shoes, and now, well, I designed a pre-collection, just like it's now I'm doing clothing.
Oh,
like
cool, yeah.
Moroccan inspired clothing. I am thinking to do a fashion show.
Wow.
It's just for fun. Now I'm
Yeah.
just selling, and you know what? I'm just like selling to my close friends, like
Yeah.
nothing, you know? But I'm thinking to do a show like maybe in October or something. I'm like designing. Everything is designed back home.
Oh, cool.
In Morocco, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
We have a small business there. We have, we make everything there.
Wow.
So,
How often do you go back to Morocco?
oh, I was there, I think 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
I go there like 3 times a year.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
you get back there a pretty good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. And your whole family is there, or
Yes.
wow,
Yeah.
that's got to be hard to be away from everyone, though.
It's very hard. Very. I miss my family a lot. It's very hard to be away from them, you know.
and only three times a year if you make it back. Then, especially during COVID too, it's like when people weren't traveling and things. It's got to be the hardest.
You know what hurts the most? That when you come back home and you're like, oh, wow, I missed so much, you know?
Oh yeah.
And, it is what it is, but,
Right. Yeah, because I'm sure. I mean, you're doing great here, and you're so successful, and all of these things. But it definitely.
I mean,
hard.
it's my home here.
Yeah,
now, so.
yeah. Especially now that you have your love and all that, it makes me so happy. I love that for you. That's really, really amazing.
Wait, I got a personal question. Sorry.
Don't.
Because you were talking
Hop
about
in.
the like traveling, and
Yeah.
you've traveled a lot, right?
Yeah.
A lot of places. So I want your recommendation because I am so I'm gonna get married like maybe a year or two or whatever, and we're trying to figure out good honeymoon place.
Okay.
And we love eating food. So like one of our first places we were thinking of was like Italy. But I don't know if you have any recommendations for like another country that would be like great to go on a honeymoon.
I feel like now now everyone goes to Italy,
Yes.
Greece, like,
Well, it's either that or like Caribbean or something. But we've done like we've been to Punta Cana in Dominican Republic, and we love that. So we wanted to go because we haven't been to Europe together. So we went to Japan.
Ooh, you did
before.
Japan?
We did Japan a year before the pandemic.
Okay, how was it?
incredible.
I know. I know.
Incredible. Like the food, the fashion, the technology, just everything wrapped into one. And depending on where you go, we went for, I think, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Just incredible. And the culture there, just like, it's unreal. I want to go again.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd have our honeymoon there. We want to just go. I'm thinking more like Europe or something.
I mean, it depends. Like, do you want to chill or you want like
Romantic.
Maldives maybe?
Ooh.
No, Maldives not bad.
That sounds
No,
nice.
because the thing we want like a combination of like a place where there's good food,
Yeah.
ideally like a beach or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then like if there's like other things to do, like it doesn't. That's why we were like, oh, we've already done Caribbean. We did the resort.
Right.
But we want to like something, somewhere else. Maldives.
I mean, I feel like if you guys have gone all these places, like Europe couldn't. I mean, if you guys haven't gone, could be.
We
fun.
haven't. I mean, I've been to Europe before.
Okay.
I've been to France.
Has she been?
We're in
Has she-
France.
I was a baby. I don't remember.
Yeah, you should take her to Paris.
Yeah, but everybody goes to Paris.
It's something to experience.
Yeah,
it's
true.
so
It's true.
romantic.
I know it
Honeymoon,
is.
like, oh, that's romantic.
It is, but we also want like, I don't know.
Something kind of different.
You should take her to Morocco.
There you go. There you go.
I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against it.
I mean,
Where in Morocco would be?
Marrakesh.
Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
write it down. Write it down.
what do you think I'm doing right now? I've been writing it down.
He's searching honeymoon places on his laptop back there.
Hotels
yeah.
in Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Punta Cana. Oh gosh, what?
Punta Cana, I was there. We were there just for a trip, but then also my older brother had a destination wedding there.
Oh,
Which I love destination weddings.
I
don't like to be the one who's getting, well, I haven't been married, but
I was like, what?
dealing with getting everybody there for a destination wedding, because then it's
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
expensive for
Yes.
people.
Yes.
But being invited to it and going,
Oh yeah,
the best.
that's got to be. I know. I always like Mason and I talk about getting married one day, obviously, and he's like, it's like, don't you think it'd just be better to elope? I'm like, no. I was like, if anything, a destination be kind of nice. Do a little crazy, like, even if it's just super small, like, do something. I don't know. I was like, I've been dreaming of this day. You will not.
Yeah,
take
it's
it from
supposed to
me.
be. It's supposed to be the best day of your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Something to remember forever.
Yeah.
So
I want the pretty dress. I want.
people say, "Oh no, like we should just save the money." I'm
That's
like,
what he said.
You know what?
I just say use it all in the ceremony, or not the ceremony. Sorry, the
I was like,
reception.
what?
My bad. The reception.
I was gonna say.
Like the ceremony. Yeah, sure. Yeah, nice thing for the ceremony.
Whatever.
The reception is where it's at.
Open bar.
Open bar.
That's
I went to one where it was just beer.
yeah. It's just doesn't. It doesn't do it for me.
I need to have I need my hard drinks.
I know. Get the dance floor going.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea how much a Moroccan wedding costs? It's so expensive. We have to wear like 5 dresses.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
What?
you guys have one dress, the white
Yeah.
one. Like no, us like we can go like 5 to more dresses.
Oh my god.
It's like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
But do those dresses? Do you? Is it you just wear that once and then you're kind of like?
No, you change.
Well, no. I meant like after the wedding. Do you keep the dresses? Do you ever use them again, or is it like here where
You just stick
they
them in a
use
box and
you stick it
You
in a
just
box.
stick them in box.
Yeah. Stick them in the box. Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just,
Yeah. I don't know if I would ever wear again my wedding dress.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
For I don't know. I think just
if it's something practical, I guess, or I don't
Maybe
know.
if it was
I'm not
if it was,
that side.
yeah, if it was maybe if it was really stylish. But yeah, gosh, that's got to be. So
yeah.
so is it like ceremony? So you said there's like up to 5
Yeah.
dresses. Oh my
And you have to design them. It costs so much money.
god. No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
a dress can go like up to like 15,000
For one?
For one.
Oh my gosh.
Like the fabric, like
yeah.
fabrics are expensive.
Right.
Sometimes even more, you know?
Right. I'm sure they're so beautiful and like elaborate and stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
so Mason should be very grateful that one day when I want to get married, that I'm only asking for one dress.
Yeah, well,
That is cool. Is it so? How long is like the like ceremony? Because like here, I'm like, I went to a wedding one time, and it's so interesting to me where it can be like anywhere from like 10 minutes, boom, we're in, we're out, or like.
I mean, like I
Out.
went to like a Catholic
The
wedding,
Catholic
and
wedding.
it's like 4 hours for the ceremony. I'm like, when do we dance?
When do we party?
When do we eat?
When do we eat?
Where's the cake? No, but literally, I'm like, so it's either 10 minutes, boom, boom, good to go, or like hours long. Yeah. Everyone just wants party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. But
Yeah.
What about Indian weddings, guys?
Yeah, because that's like.
I've never been to one.
Don't they have like multiple days of like?
Yeah, heard.
That is.
Well, technically, isn't it? Well, I guess it's a little different because you have days in the wedding. Like you have the wedding
Like rehearsal and stuff like that. Yeah.
the dinner before.
Yeah, but they look so gorgeous for all of them.
Yeah.
Like
They
we're
spend
just.
so much
Oh
money.
my god, they're just those weddings are always the prettiest. Like the pictures are gorgeous, the dresses. I'm like, wow. But yeah, imagine how tired you'd be after that week.
Very.
We have one wedding and we're like, oh god, I need a vacation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those beautiful. But yeah, Mason. I'm like, okay, Mason, you're discussing elopement and we're not even engaged. I say, you worry about it down the line, buddy. Get me a ring first and then we'll talk. I told this last time, but I told him because we just hit 4 years. And I said, well, you could get me an engagement ring or you could get me a dog. And then he got me a dog. I was like, oh, no. Damn it. I was like, no. I really didn't think he'd fall for it.
You guys been together for 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just hit our 4 years.
Oh, you survived COVID, so you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were only together for, like 6 months at that point. And he was here visiting when the lockdown happened. So he got stuck here for like 6 months and then just never went back.
What is the best thing that happened to him?
I know. And that's what I was like. If we can get through this, then we can get through anything.
I mean,
okay?
he got you.
right.
Well, you heard that a lot of couples like got divorced or
Yeah.
after like I guess the quarantine time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that just were like, okay, I've had enough of
had it with
you.
you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I think that, well, especially because had no plans to live together by any means. We were only together for 6 months at that time. So it was really like, not to mention, he had just turned 20. So he was young. Like, that's young to be like moving in with, I don't know. But I'm like, thankfully it all worked out. And, I think it was good for us in the long run and good for me. I was not by myself during COVID, but
Definitely.
yeah.
Can you imagine being alone?
I know. I had so many friends that
COVID?
lived alone and just didn't see people for months. And I'm like,
And now they have dogs.
yes, or lots of
Can
cats.
we talk about the dating life during COVID?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. I didn't
didn't
do
obviously, I was
any,
in a
but I-
relationship, so I didn't. But from like friends that I had, like everything was just long distance. Like it's even if they like lived,
you live
2 miles away.
2 miles away, and
but
you're like,
you couldn't see like.
or they wouldn't have they would have been like talking for like 3 months, but had never met. I'm like, whoa,
Or have
that's
Zoom
crazy.
dates.
that's crazy. Oh yeah, the Zoom dates.
Zoom dates.
Where they would set up like dinners over FaceTime and
Yep.
stuff. That was cute. I did like seeing those. But yeah, I'm very thankful I did not have to date during that because that just seems crazy to me. Yeah. And it was hard enough. I mean, going on like having date nights during COVID, I was like, well, tonight maybe we can watch a movie downstairs instead of in bed. Like, I don't know.
Well, and it's hard to surprise too, because like sometimes like so my fiance's birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
which is
You have to
great.
work
I don't know.
twice.
No, everybody's like, wait, what?
You have to work very hard.
No. People get it misconstrued. It makes it easier.
No.
Yes, it
then
does.
you're not doing it
No,
right.
No, I'm not getting ganged up.
You have to get two gifts.
No, yes.
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
still do. The hard part.
Yes.
The hard part. Well, obviously during COVID, there's not you can't really surprise that well, but it's getting dinner is impossible because you'll get birthday dinner. I'm taking you out for dinner, whatever. Your birthday is on some other whatever,
Right.
September or whatever.
Right.
But when it's on Valentine's Day,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
you can't get anything. Or I have to do it like
A month in advance?
No, like 4 months in advance.
Are you
depending
kidding
when.
me?
Yeah.
To get the spot.
I mean, no, I'm not kidding you, but
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, I'm
it
kidding.
is-
No.
it can be that difficult.
Wow.
So yeah, during COVID, it was tough to like surprise, especially double surprise because it was
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. So I had to be really creative.
Well, because
What did you do?
Yeah, well,
I want to hear
how
that.
creative.
Listen, I don't remember half of the stuff that happened during COVID, okay? I don't remember half of the stuff. I'm sure it was cute,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I don't have that. I mean, Mason, his birthday's December 21st. So I having Christmas 4 days after is kind of rough.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
do double the gifts. But then it's like I always go home to see my family and he always goes to see his family. So it's like I didn't see him on his birthday for the first 3 years of our relationship. I was like, we'll do a dinner and then goodbye. But this year I went to Texas for his birthday and then flew home and I almost got stuck because of the snow and the ice storm.
That's why I don't fly during the holidays.
It was holiday chaos. It was snowstorms it was snowing in Dallas. So in Oregon, it was just where you would land, it was just ice. I mean, it was a disaster. And my flights were canceled, delayed, canceled again. I mean, it was so bad. And then they have to like defrost your plane. And so we waited on the runway for an hour and a half just to take off.
Oh my God.
And then they defrost your plane. We were next in line and our pilots timed out. So they
What does
couldn't,
that mean?
they hit their hours. So they couldn't take off.
Oh, I would be pissed.
So they turned us.
Clock
Sorry.
out.
They
You have all
turned,
these people on the plane like,
no, they turned us around and then the pilots just get off the plane. We're like, hello? And so a plane landed next to us like 45 minutes later and our flight attendants were like, could you please fly our plane? And they did. And they
so the pilots on that plane moved to your plane?
Yeah.
So then the people in that plane were like, where are our pilots?
well, no, because they had just landed when we were going to take off.
Okay.
And
Okay,
so,
okay.
yeah,
All right.
Imagine. Yeah, leave those guys. And then, yeah, because it was so close to Christmas, so they felt bad because they weren't going to time out, but they were going to be done for the day. So they flew our plane.
Wow.
That was really
Well,
cool.
thank God.
What a-
Saved
what
our
a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, no, it really was because that was a disaster of this. And I hate
know.
traveling. It's how far is
Morocco,
the flight?
to
Yeah.
Morocco. So there is no direct flight. It's either you do LAX, New York, Casablanca, or wherever
Right.
city you're going to, and then or you do LAX, Paris. You do LA, Paris,
Oh, okay.
Paris, and Morocco.
So those are big travel days.
Yeah, I hate
I
it.
hate traveling.
I wish I can just sleep and wake up.
I know. I know.
Or just teleport.
I know. Put my little sleep mask down. Just knock out. No, I can't with traveling. Even I think the airport is what stresses me out the most. I hate going through security. I just hate
It's
all
the
of it.
combination of the flight, but then also, depending on if you're flying far, is the time change too.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh
then
my
it's like you
God,
have to adjust. You
yes.
lose like 2 or 3 days
It
where you're
takes
just
me
kind of
a
like,
month
Oh my
to
gosh.
adjust.
yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah.
What's the
7 hours difference.
Oh. Oh my god. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like
my brain cannot function properly.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
like, sorry. Like,
sorry, I should be asleep right now. Like, how do you
yeah,
even?
no.
Oh wow, yeah, that is just traveling is just not for me. I don't think. I would rather drive, honestly.
I do like driving. I drove to get to LA when I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia, Southeast
Oh my god.
US, and I drove by myself from there all the way to LA. So across the US.
How long did that take?
Yeah.
It took like 5 days, but I also stopped. But I stopped. My sister lived in New Mexico, so I stayed there for 2 days.
Okay.
But I drove from Atlanta to New Orleans, to Houston, to New Mexico, to LA.
But that's fun though.
It is. No, we would drive like far when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like we would go up to New York because I was born in New York. We would drive there to see family. So I was so used to driving far
Yeah.
that it was great. And I had at the time I had this Chrysler Sebring. It was a convertible. So I would just have the top down and
Wind in your hair.
yeah, except when I was going through Texas, then it was
Living
just hot
life.
and flat
Yeah.
for
Texas is
300
not fun
miles,
to
but it
drive
was
through.
nice. It was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I only been to Austin. Never.
I haven't been to Austin actually.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
I've
Yeah, I
heard
hear it's
Austin's
really good.
fun.
I haven't been there
I've just gone
either.
to Dallas because Mason's family.
I've only been to Houston twice.
Ooh.
How is it?
It's nice. I didn't do much exploring. One of them, obviously, I was just stopping. My aunt lived there during my trip.
Yeah.
And then I went for a wedding. So
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
much sightseeing, but it was fine. It was cool.
My sister's ex-boyfriend was somewhere in the Midwest. I don't even know where he, like Nebraska or something. And he came to Oregon for the first time, and we were driving to the beach, and there was a hill on the side, and he goes, "Look at the mountains." And I literally to this day just think of it all the time, like the piece of grass, that hill, because it's nothing but just flat there. They don't have hills, mountains, nothing. It's just flat land. And I was like, wait till we pass the actual mountains, because that's going to be a lot crazier for you. But I think we're very lucky to live the West Coast. To me, I love the West Coast, being from Oregon, obviously, but I think it's just so beautiful. And the beaches and stuff I love, especially the Oregon ones, the cliffs. Oh my God.
I will say I do prefer the Florida beaches just because of the warmer water.
Oh, see, I'm not getting in the water either way.
Okay, so you're not getting in the
I'm not
water.
getting in the water.
Do you guys swim here?
I don't.
Swim?
Yes, swim.
Only in pools.
I'm not getting in the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah, not in the Pacific Ocean. Also
It's
because
so
I just
cold.
it is.
I don't mess with
In,
the creatures as
in
well.
Oregon, the water's like 50 degrees or something.
Yeah, it's
and
too cold.
So when you walk in the water and then you walk out, your legs will be like beet red from how cold. Like it's like you took like a cold plunge. But people go surfing in Oregon and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just too crazy. for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just went to the beach 2 days ago here, and the water actually felt pretty good. I was surprised, even though
Well, it's been hot. It's been very hot.
yeah, I think that's why. But nothing compared to the East Coast. Obviously, the East Coast has warm water. Go swimming, but it wasn't bad at the beach this last weekend. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I end today's episode, I like to ask people what can we plan for you in the future? What are you working on, and what do you kind of see yourself doing within the next year?
Just expanding my company.
Yeah.
Yeah, expanding it and growing my community. And that's it for me.
Yeah.
Just
And maybe a fashion show.
yeah,
there you
and
go.
yeah, of course, and the fashion
Yeah.
show. But as I said, that one is like just
You said
I'm doing it for
close,
fun
yeah.
for me. But yeah, and also just focusing on my mental health,
Yes.
being happy, and yeah.
Perfect. I love that. I love that for you. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you.
This was amazing.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
me. I had so much fun.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story and your company with us. We're very, very excited for you guys. So
Thank you.
thank you. And thank you guys at home for listening. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, give us 5 stars wherever you are, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.